Okay, stop before we make everybody ill. Earthquakes!
Here's a drawing of our planet Earth showing the 7 continents.
And they actually sit on top of massive pieces of rock called tectonic plates. We already know that the moving and grinding of tectonic plates can cause mountain ranges to grow higher.
But also, those tectonic plates, rather than grinding against each other, they can get stuck. And if they get stuck, they store energy, and then suddenly they slip, and all of that energy is released. Big shockwave created, and an earthquake is created.
The thing is, we can have a bit of fun here because we're very safe, but earthquakes can be absolutely devastating, and we've got a picture to show you. So this is actually a building after a huge earthquake in Chile, South America in 2010. And can you believe it took just 3 minutes to cause this amount of devastation?
So earthquakes can be very dangerous, but also earthquakes in the ocean can cause a tsunami, which is a massive wave. And we don't have many earthquakes here in the UK, and if we do, they're very mild. But I know we have some people watching from Japan. Hello, because you say hello in the live chat. And there, actually in Japan, earthquakes happen quite often, and they're quite strong, and their buildings are actually designed to deal with the shake of earthquakes, and they move with it. Really cool.
So we thought it would be a fun idea to create our own safe earthquake here in our spare room. But to record it, we've made a little something.
This is our seismograph. Okay, so bear with us. This has been a little bit of a fun project over the weekend. It shows you the intensity of an earthquake, and it measures on something called the Richter scale. The bigger the number, the higher it is on the Richter scale, the more shaky the earthquake is. Lower the number, less shaky. Current record, I believe, is 9.5 on the Richter scale.
All right, so to make your own one of these, I've simply used a shoebox and then a couple of pieces of string, and those strings are attached to a cup. And the important thing is this cup is weighted. I've just used some coins, but you could use some pebbles or something like that. Then at the bottom of the cup is a pen. So you can see just the little pen nib there. And then that pen is resting on a sheet of paper. So what will happen as we pull the paper through, that pen is going to make a mark.
I'm ready to produce the earthquake. Okay, right.
So the pen is going to measure the intensity of our earthquake. All right, you ready to do this?
Yeah, I'll wait a bit. Like, you just record normal setting, then I'll do an earthquake.
3, 2, 1.
Everything's calm.
Everything's
calm.
Everything's
and then
fine.
Earthquake starts. Earthquake starts. Earthquake gets crazy.
Everything's calm again.
How was that?
Great.
Did it look good?
Brilliant. Our seismometer, our seismograph, has made a seismogram. So that straight line you can see, that was the short moment of time before our earthquake. And then you can see where the line got really squiggly. We call that the amplitude. And that squiggly line is measuring the intensity, the size of the earthquake. And then you can see where it got calm again after that. Again. So what do you think? What would you say that measures at?
Oh, well, with my limited experience, it's a 9.6, Maddie.
9.6?
We have broken the record. The biggest earthquake ever recorded in a spare room. Okay, we're joking, obviously. But if you want to go, the instructions to make that, it's a tricky build, that one, is in the video description.